But a raw thought. Last few days, last couple of weeks, whatever, I'm working on things, and I keep thinking about, you know, how I view things, how I see things. Things that I want to change about myself, and you know, different relationships, whether at work, home, it don't matter, right? And been doing a lot of work, and I realized that there's so much more to do. I mean, it's never ending. Even just the word, how perception or accountability, like they can go. I mean, you can go on and on trying to figure these things out and applying them at different circumstances. And so today I'm driving around with my boss, actually, and that's why I have a minute right here. We're going to different jobs, pricing jobs, setting up, bringing different jobs, materials, meeting contractors for pricing, and you know, and then the dynamics where I'm watching him field phone calls, and so and so doesn't want to work, these guys and this and that, and like this is where things get tricky in these jobs, egos, who's in charge and who's telling who what to do, and you know, I'm watching him try to juggle this and trying to keep everyone happy, and you know, it's these very things that I'm watching going on is what he's dealing with, and I think he does it well, and I try to learn from that by just observing, and that's a lot of you can research and stuff, but you gotta apply, and you also gotta observe things and observe myself. So I asked my friend the other day. I was sitting there after work talking and venting, and I said, "Hey, would you mind if I recorded this conversation? We could be sitting here for 10 minutes. It was like an hour and 46 minutes, right?" And he had no problem with it. I said, "Hey, we'll erase it afterwards." But he's like, "Oh, I got nothing to hide. So we just hit the record button, and we forgot about it. We just sat and talked like we normally would. A couple guys after work, just and it's funny because I watched that video later that night, and I got to see myself from a different point of view. Like, I stepped outside of myself, and now I'm watching how I'm interacting with my friend, how he's interacting with me, and you get a whole new perspective of yourself. Even when you think you're doing a lot of hard work and making some positive changes, you do get a whole new perspective when you conduct an exercise like that. I call it an exercise or whatnot, that you can learn a lot from it, and it can it can raise a lot more questions, and maybe some people say I think too much, but I don't think I think too much. I think when you're working on yourself, for yourself, for no other reason, just to be a better person, I don't think you'd overthink anything, really. I mean, it's my time. It's my free time, and it's what I do. Some people like to listen to music. I know people that literally listen to music all day, and they love it, but they've told me why. It's so they don't have to think, so they don't have to sit in their own head. And a lot of there's a lot of that in recovery. They tell you, sitting in your own head is a dangerous place to be. They want to keep you busy with interactions and doing activities, but I've always been kind of opposite. I can drive from here to Florida with no music on. Music is not a staple in my life, and I like to think, and I like to and these video things I'm doing, these video journals, whatever I call them, I'm finding them incredibly helpful, especially the exercise where I ask someone's permission to record our interaction, off of work, not just in my personal pod, with the thing. Hey, I'll erase it right away if there's anything you're uncomfortable with. But doing that one thing was
hey,
incredible.
The receipts are on the shelf in the trailer.
So I found it. Actually, astounding is a great word. I found it astounding, and I was like, wow. Now I can use that. If my friend would continue to allow me to do that once in a while, or especially other people, I'm going to ask, as long as they're not uncomfortable. I think it'll be an amazing way for me to just really put into place and put into practice everything that I'm trying to do, and so it's kind of a raw thought. Went on for a little while. I don't care. I don't know if I'll put it up or not. No one listens. No one cares. That's not why I'm doing it. Just doing it also because, people have perceptions about you. They do. They've already made them up. Things you've done in your past, right? I'm kind of throwing these out like this. And it wasn't a plan. It's just something that just kind of hit me just now. It's like, you know what? You really want to know about me? You really want to know about someone? Start digging, research them. Find out. They might have a YouTube channel. They might have an Instagram channel. You look at someone's posts, what they post on Instagram over a period of time, and you'll learn a lot about that person. Is it all selfies? Is it all filters? Is it all quotes from someone else like I've done in the past? You can learn a lot about someone, and that doesn't paint the whole picture because, the whole thing about social media is, even myself, it's kind of phony in a way. People only put what they want you to see. And the best of times, no one's going to put a picture of them getting out of bed in the morning, hungover, or in the middle of a heated argument, and because their mortgage is behind, because someone didn't go to work. No one's going to do that. And then, so I always thought, I was like trying to I got to put this on pause. So I had always thought that, see, I lost my train of thought. I had to pause this to interact with someone real quick at a job site. And maybe I'll have to rewind this. It's so easy to lose your train. Oh, here we go. I always thought that, like, when I posted on Instagram, I tried to not make too many comments, right? I don't have a big Facebook page. Try not to make too many comments. I try not to put too many selfies on. They're pretentious, And most people that put their selfies, we all do it. We want, even me, we want our best picture, our best, presentation. But what I find about Facebook and most social medias is so many people use so many filters that, or they're putting a picture of something when they were 20 years old, 30 years old. It's like, you knock it off. You're 51 years old, man, for Christ's sakes. Like today, I make this stupid video for myself. There's no editing. There's no filters. There's no nothing. I'm a buffoon. I don't care. All right? I don't care because I'm doing this for me, And so when I started looking at my Instagram, I'm like, all right, it's just mainly pictures of like work or food, things I've prepared or someone else prepared that I find enjoyable. Political quotes, facts about history or politics or religion, right? But there's a lot of quotes that I posted that maybe I was thinking of something or I was feeling a certain way and I was looking, and then I would find a quote about that subject and I would, boom, I'd post that on Instagram. But then I had the thought the other day, I'm like, there you go. You don't like these very platforms because people are so phony on them. Not everybody, but a lot of people, right? Or they don't even mean to be, but we all have, there's the word agenda. We all have an agenda. My agenda is not to look, my agenda is to look good, right? Everyone wants to look good on whatever they're doing. And so I realized, I said, geez, there's my agenda and there's what I'm doing. Those actual quotes, like whatever the subject may be, whether it was religion or whatever it is, the Instagram quotes that, you screenshot, and, if you're a good person, you'll leave the, the author's name or where you found it. Those aren't my exact thoughts. Those are someone else's words. I was thinking about the same subject, and someone else, I found some words from somebody that could articulate it clearer or better or sarcastic or however it is. And I realized, I was like, you know what? So the very thing that annoys me about that is something I'm doing. So this is kind of another reason why I'm doing these little videos here, is because this is real, raw, unscripted. I don't even know why. I know I'm doing it, but I'm enjoying it more and more. But there is no editing, and these are my thoughts and my words. And even if they're absolutely off base, or if I'm not well spoken, if I have a stutter, or I pronounce S's too much. I don't know what it is. It don't matter. This is as real and as raw as it gets. Um, and I don't think I want to change that. You know, I right now I'm in work clothes. If I'm dusty and sweaty, whatever. If I don't try to find the right shirt to wear, I don't do any of that. These are just when I have a moment, I like to bang, hit the button and say, all right, let's have a raw thought. So that's it for now, I guess. Until because I'm sure something else is gonna pop my head. I'm gonna want to hit this video camera before the end of the day. Maybe I gotta get a different camera, stop using my phone. That's another thought.